The last part of video type course, we will introduce another most common opportunistic fungus, Cryptococcus. The last most common opportunistic fungus is Cryptococcus. Infection with the fungus Cryptococcus, either Cryptococcus neuriformans or Cryptococcus ⅲ, is called cryptococcosis. Cryptococcosis usually affects the lungs or the central nervous system, but it can also affect other parts of the body. Brain infections due to the fungus Cryptococcus are called cryptococcal meningitis. Cryptococcus neuriformans is a fungus that lives in the environment throughout the world. People can become infected with C. neuriformans after breathing in the microscopic fungus. Although most people who are exposed to the fungus never get sick from it. C. neuriformans infections are rare in people who are otherwise healthy. Most cases occur in people who have weakened immune systems, particularly those who have advanced HIV and AIDS. C. neuriformans usually affects the lungs or the central nervous system, but it can also affect other parts of the body. The symptoms of the infection depend on the parts of the body that are affected. C. neuriformans infections in the lungs can cause a pneumonia-like illness. The symptoms are often similar to those of many other illnesses, and can include cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, and fever. Cryptococcal meningitis is an infection caused by the fungus Cryptococcus after it spreads from the lungs to the brain. The symptoms of cryptococcal meningitis include headache, fever, neck pain, nausea and vomiting, sensitivity to light, confusion or changes in behavior. C. neuriformans can mediate cell-host damage in various levels. Damage at a molecular level results from the secretion of a virus enzyme by C. neuriformans that degrade host molecules, such as antibodies, and modify cell membranes. C. neuriformans injections is also able to trigger autophagy, apoptosis, and cell death in the host. Damage at the cellular level involves modification of cellular compartments, such as accumulation of polysaccharide vacuoles. Damage at the tissue level consists of typical cryptococcal lesions in a brain parenchyma after intravenous inoculation of C. neuriformans to outbred mice. No granuloma and accumulation of yeast masses without inflammatory cells can be observed, engendering tissue disorganization. C. neuriformans infections are rare among people who are otherwise healthy. Most cases of C. neuriformans infection occur in people who have weakened immune systems, such as people who have advanced HIV/AIDS, have had an organ transplant, or are taking corticosteroid medications to treat rheumatoid arthritis or other medications that weaken the immune system. People who have C. neuriformans infection need to take prescription antifungal medication for at least 6 months. The type of treatment usually depends on the severity of the infection and the parts of the body that are affected. For people who have asymptomatic infections or mild to moderate pulmonary infections, the treatment is usually fluconazole. For people who have severe lung infections or infections in the central nervous system, the recommended initial treatment is amphotericin B in combination with flucytosine. After that, patients usually need to take fluconazole for an extended time to clear the infection. In this time of video type course, we generally introduced the opportunistic fungal diseases and the general characteristics of 3 most common opportunistic fungi, Aspergillus, Candida, and Cryptococcus. I hope this course would be educational and interesting to you. Thank you.